news. Last night, on the anniversary of us going into lockdown, I got my invitation to schedule a vaccine appointment. Good morning, friends. It is actually a little bit after 12 right now. I have the dog and I have the house to ourselves. Sebastian and his daddy are at the hardware store picking up a part for a tool, and Jack's just left to go to the park with his friends, got his mask on, and I was just getting some beer labels out of the way. I had 8 come in over today and yesterday, so I just got the first, did I do 4? I just did the first 4. Well, I started one yesterday. That one is wrapped, and did 3 more just now. Groceries came today, and we did breakfast, and then I was cutting out teeny tiny ivy leaves for finishing up the coffee shop miniature set because my sushi shop's coming today. I'm just gonna do that ivy and call that one done. I got the wiring fixed, like my wiring kept coming apart on that chandelier. Just had the worst time twisting the stripped wires together and having them actually stay. So that is done. I wrapped the finished wires together in floral tape, so it's just like a green vine going down the back. I really don't care. I'm not going to be staring at the back. And I did flatten out the roof overnight so that it sits nicely even though it's not glued. So pretty much done. I just have to figure out where I want all those ivy leaves. And I have news. Last night, on the anniversary of us going into lockdown, I got my invitation to schedule a vaccine appointment. Oh my gosh, I was shaking from stress and fear making that appointment. It's just really, really stressful. I don't know what vaccine I'm gonna get, and I don't want to take anybody's spot if they need it worse than me. I tried to come in at the end of this early period, but I am so freaking terrified of having my heart get worse or having strokes, mostly of having strokes. My husband gave up a year with his friends who he normally saw 4 times a week to keep me safe. So I've got to do this. I'm kind of hoping I get one of the 2-shot vaccines, even though I need to do more research, but it doesn't sound like they're as good against mutations, but the whole 60% effective for the single dose shot, I just don't want to get COVID at all, even if it's mild, because that stroke risk is still there after the fact. But I don't get to choose. And originally, when I was going through the sign-up process, no thank you, I was going to get to choose my location and thus which shot I got. They said you could tell which shot is available at which location and do it that way. But I'm on my computer here. Got the vaccine dashboard open and my emails. So I got an email and it's just like a hot mess of instructions. It was telling me, this is from the Virginia Health Department, and they were telling me the CDC was going to send me an invitation link, and it was going through the steps. And then it says, when it comes time to select a location to schedule your appointment, search with this zip code, blah, 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 and select limited service clinics. Multiple options may appear. It's important that you select the location that is operated by Loudoun County Health Department. Please select only one of these locations, and then they list only one. They don't have multiple choices. So I assume I had to choose this one, and I did. And it said LCHD first dose, group 1A and 1B, March 3rd through 16th, parentheses, Moderna and Pfizer vaccine, end parentheses. So I went there and I did the search with the zip code. Every single one that came up is at our mall, the vaccination site I always see when we go to the mall. And none of them said parentheses, Moderna, Pfizer. None of them said anything about a vaccine type, but they just had different date ranges. So I went to the one that said March 3rd through 16th. And yeah, it had 3 days listed, one of which was yesterday. So it was like all the appointment times have passed on this day. And then it had today, Saturday. I was like, yeah, no. And Monday and Tuesday. So those 3 days. I chose Monday, and I ended up choosing when we would normally do quiet time, because I figure Sebastian can just curl up with his show, and his brother will slightly watch him, and my husband is just downstairs. So I don't know how long it's going to take. I know they at least make you wait for 15 minutes after. Everything I've seen, like tweets of people who have gone there, they say there's tons of people, a really long line, but it's a well-oiled machine. It keeps saying well-oiled machine. The line is long because everybody is 6 feet apart. So I don't know how long it's going to be. My appointment window is 10 minutes. It's very specific, 10 minutes. I don't know if I'm supposed to come early or right on time. When do you get in the line? I'm trying not to stress about it. But yeah, I do not get to choose my vaccine, and I'll be grateful for whatever. But definitely will still be extra careful out and about for a very long time if it's the Johnson & Johnson. But I mean, I'm still going to be masked. It will be nice when myself and our dear friend are both vaccinated. He's probably a week behind me. I think I said something last night. No, I didn't, because we were talking about it after 10 p.m. when my emails came in. They came in at 10:05, and CDC invitation followed up 10:16. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and I'll get what I get. It looks like, based on the data, they're mostly still giving out the 2-dose shots, but one of the weekly updates the county had given me had said that they were doing the Johnson & Johnson at the Dulles Mall, so we'll just get what we get. And yeah, I'm a little stressed. Oh, my sushi shop again. Sorry, it's the Amazon. I'm gonna go. I've started the sushi restaurant. I am working a little bit backwards. I'm starting at the structure and then I'll start building some of the things that go inside. Currently working on the front door panel, which I didn't like what they did. Like, there's printing errors, there's red ink stains and spots where the print didn't come out. It's just not good. The wood grain's also gigantic, like an unreasonable scale. Not that this is much better, but it is much better. I am currently putting leftover grainy paper is what they call it. I had a lot left over from the coffee shop. I'm putting that down, and then I am cutting out this brown portion, gluing it down and painting over it. So I'm about to do that for this side. And I also painted in there. Here is the base. It's so shiny, and they really don't do a good job of randomizing how they clone stamped this, but it's okay. It's gonna have rocks put on it, so it's not a big deal. This is gonna have furniture. But yeah, I'm gonna be changing a lot of things. I'm thinking red for the doors because I do not like baby yellow there. Friends, it's almost time for me to get Sebastian up to bed, but let me show you what I have done so far on this sushi restaurant. Changing all the finishes, of course, so things are slow, but I'm starting with the first floor structure, and let me start with the front door. Ta-da! So these sliding screen doors were supposed to be yellow. Can't really see in this picture. It's near those lanterns. Baby yellow, this color yellow here, that's a no for me. So I painted it red. I also kind of flipped them around so that they looked good on the inside and the outside. They wanted the backside showing, but the tissue paper they gave me was so wrinkly I didn't like it. Luckily the door upstairs gets a pretty screen. So this one was baby yellow as well, but I've changed it. I also, as I said, completely changed this. I put wood grain, and then I used their outline, their, what is this? Beams framework, and then I painted it. I did the same in here, and I changed these papers out. These are my own papers. I love the kitty. Kitty can stay. There's another little tiny kitty, but he's cut off. And I changed this out to my own paper. That will be in the back as well, because the paper they give me is this ugly pink speckle stuff, so that's a no. One thing you probably saw just a clip or two ago is it comes with a music box. So it's going to be hidden under here. The floor is going to be there, you won't be able to see it. Cords are going to be going in the door. They're kind of visible throughout the whole thing, but tucked up high along like roof lines and stuff. There's going to be lots of ugly white cords here. It would have been nice if they had a different way to have them, but I mean, it's what it is. I do appreciate that the LEDs are already on wires, so that's going to make it so much freaking easier. Stripping wires and then actually getting the wires that I stripped to twist together and stay together has been the pain of my existence. But I think the next step I'm gonna do is make some of the stuff that goes inside that first floor. Yeah. And luckily the chairs down there are already a nice dark brown, so I'm gonna keep those dark brown, but the yellowy green that is the Lazy Susan table is gonna have to change. But yeah, I'll save that for tomorrow. This is a good spot to stop. I'm happy with it. Hello again. It is bedtime. We are getting ready. We've done all our cleanups that we do before bedtime. Everybody's in pajamas. They're coming in every 2 seconds to tattle on each other. So if you see that, I got tired of starting over. But yeah, Saturday we took a nice, I think 4 or 5 mile walk, and quite the workout. My heart does not appreciate hills or pushing up hills. So sorry heart, I want to exercise and I love nature and I want to walk. Always loved walking. But yeah, lots of crafting too. Crafting is getting me through the pandemic winter. And speaking of pandemics, we've been in this one for a year. Congratulations, pandemic, you were 1 year old as of yesterday. Yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of us going into lockdown. And then what should happen? I get my email saying it's my turn to get vaccinated. It's a weird feeling, really weird. I'm scared because I don't know which one I'm gonna get. I don't know. I feel like nothing's gonna change. Like, I could still get it, so I still need to be just as safe, right? There's still a chance, especially if it's Johnson & Johnson. There's a 40% chance I could get it. And I don't want to even get mild COVID because I don't want to have lasting heart problems or additional strokes. I'm so high risk for those things. Though, I feel like I'm a cheater. I don't know. Like, I feel like people with worse health issues should be going and not me. I mean, of course, I waited as long as I could till the end of my window. Right after I signed up, they shut it down and moved it to a state system. And now they're gonna finish up my queue and then move to the state system. But yeah, I mean, I keep telling myself everything I've researched says I need to get it as soon as possible to avoid strokes. And so yeah, 1 year anniversary, I get to schedule my vaccine, and it's a fast turnaround. The dates they gave me was a very small window and right away, so I'll be going there Monday. And it'll just be a surprise as to what I get. Am I getting a shot one or am I getting the whole shebang? But I never would have imagined where we are would be where we are a year later, a year into this pandemic. But at the same time, if you look at my videos from then, I was saying things like, I don't see how this could end in 2 weeks. I don't see how it could end anytime soon or until everybody is vaccinated. So yeah, I guess if I really thought it through, it's reasonable to assume that we'd be at this point a year later. It's amazing that the scientists have gotten vaccines out as fast as they have. It's just, it's a good thing. I mean, even if we have to do boosters continuously for a while until, we just need to get to the point where COVID is not getting passed around very much, that it's a rare thing that pops up. Hopefully it won't be as bad as the yearly flu. But with all the safety measures we've been doing, staying apart, wearing masks, flu has been non-existent this year. It's crazy. I can't see how I can ever go back to life as normal. It's going to take me a super, super long time. I am not going to go out to a restaurant the second my shots have matured into full immunity. I don't know how I can get to that point because I will have a massive panic attack. Just gonna have to start small. On our beach trip, there's a couple restaurants with very, very socially distanced tables outside, like 20 feet between them, so I'll start there again. I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of mask wearing. I know we're not supposed to yet, but like I can see myself struggling with that a year from now. I don't know, maybe it's something I can work on. I was a germaphobe before, so masks have been a good thing for me. And sending the kids back, I don't know, they're like trying to put them back 5 days a week with the option of virtual learning, so we need to do some soul searching and figure out if we want to do one more year of homeschool before sending them. My husband really wants to send them, but that was prior to there being a global pandemic. Everything is different now, and the biggest thing is he wanted the socialization. I feel like we're doing really good with socialization despite losing all of our classes for Jax, because we've made some great neighborhood friends and he gets to see them both in person and through FaceTime. Sebastian, he doesn't get to play with anybody, so we need to get him having play dates once I am safe, because it's rough. His brother doesn't really want to play with him, and we get busy and we get tired of playing Hot Wheels. He needs somebody his own age. His classes were so key. He was there at the gym 3 days a week. It's now closed, which is heartbreaking, but yeah, I don't know what we're going to do for him. It's not like he can just go to kindergarten and start playing with everybody. It's still going to be different, and I just need to see how different and what makes sense for us. Anyway, happy birthday, COVID pandemic. You're one. Yeah, so I'm just going to wrap it up. I don't know what we're going to get up to tomorrow. The weather's going to be kind of yuck for the next few days, chilly and rainy. They took away the snow potential, so that's good. But yeah, may walk, may not. Definitely going to be doing crafting. And I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Thanks for making it this far. Thanks for watching and subscribing. And yeah, be safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.